Hello friends, this is John. I'm in the North Carolina mountains again on the DR650, as you can tell, and I'm up here with my buddy Angelo. Ange and I are both giving some shakedown rides to our bikes. He's on his Himalayan, and I'm trying out the DR650 with pretty much the same camping setup that I used last weekend on the Smoky Mountain 500 on my Royal Enfield. He and I are going to do a 3-day ride, 2 days camping on a route that he's designed, put together from some of his research, and then adding in some tracks, some TAT tracks, things like that. He calls it the Voltar 380 or something. Anyway, we've been riding about an hour, something like that, and I just now got the GoPro going because I've had kind of a discombobulated morning. I don't know why. Let's see. I filled the gas tank up yesterday, forgot to set the trip odometer. I tried to charge my electronics overnight. For some reason that didn't work. So I didn't have any GoPro batteries this morning. So I had to get those charging back up. Anyway. So far this morning's been a lot of twisty, cool roads that been really awesome. It's a little bit chilly. I don't think I brought enough clothes. I was expecting it to be kind of warm like last weekend. And we're in a different part of the state. We're north of Asheville. We kind of went up through Mars Hill. And I don't know. Hope I'm not going to freeze. Ange, how's it going, buddy? Have we even ridden? Have we even ridden together since the Transamerica Trail?
Not.
Yeah, that's right. We did once. We did the
oh yeah, the
Tail Chaser 250.
Yeah.
Your bike is looking awesome, man.
I'm liking everything. I'm liking everything about it.
Would you give me a nickel tour real quick?
Nickel tour. Sahara seat, which is super comfortable, but maybe not the highest quality made. I had to take it apart. You can see it's ripping down there, because they didn't put the.
And that's a one
plastic.
piece, right?
It's a one piece. It's very comfortable, but iffy quality. Got the G crash bars.
Yep. Got the
fog lights, which are awesome.
Yeah, you look like a real ADV rider now.
Yeah. They're handy too, man. They're nice to have. They're so bright. I got the GPS mount. What is that? SRC. And it's so much better than the Himalayan Pro mount, which was like that high.
Okay.
And it's just solid. And
Zumo Garmin.
Yep, Garmin, which is great. A couple of new camera mounts. Bark busters.
Yep.
That's about it.
Mirrors. And the Moscow setup.
And the Moscow setup, which I'm loving. Not positive about the tank bag, but this stuff is great.
Check out his drone setup here. So he's got a navigation on the Garmin, and then a dedicated drone remote control phone, and then I guess you pop in you just screw in the little joystick?
No,
thing?
I
Or you
never
use
even.
those?
Yeah, I don't use those.
And then where's the drone live, in the tank bag?
Yeah, it's right there.
And so you can just launch it right from the bike.
Yep.
And
Handy.
this is the Reckless 80, right?
Reckless 80. Yep.
And you've got a tent pole bag.
Yep.
What's in that? Just like
A saw and tent poles.
okay.
Yep.
Cool.
And it comes with a smaller bag. I got this because it's a little bigger. The 20 liter was fine, but I love having the open from the top thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah, mine I've got the little with the side openings.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I like it yet.
It's just hard to get the stuff.
Yeah, and then you've got like bottle accessories and.
Yep.
So do you know what your total liter capacity is with all the bags and? No.
No.
Okay.
I think these are 16 each. That's 30. These are like 4.
Okay. And you got the Shinko 244s.
Yep. And that's my new Charlie Cinnamon rip-off mount.
Yes, for your ride behind selfies.
Yeah, that I haven't tried yet.
Cool. All right, you want to go see if they got any coffee?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I think I already said that Angelo is testing his pack and everything for Mid-Atlantic BDR and Northeast BDR, and that I'm testing my bike for the Great Continental Divide Route. One other thing that I wanted to go over in this video is the differences between what I'm feeling from last weekend doing the Royal Enfield Himalayan trip and getting some time on this DR 650. All right, this morning we hit, before I had the camera going, we hit a awesome section of super cool curvy roads, pavement. I love them. And you know, I rode a lot of those last weekend on the RE, and I'm going to tell you, the Royal Enfield is definitely it's a slow bike, not much horsepower, but it's very, very smooth and stable on the road. I think it's because, you know, the combination of the low center of gravity, even though it is heavy, it just feels stable. And on top of that, something about the steering geometry, like the steering head angle, the rake and trail, all that scientific stuff, it tracks very, very steadily, I guess is the word I'm going to say. And it sort of has a little bit of a slow steering to me, like it doesn't react that quickly, it seems like, with handlebar inputs, which is kind of nice if you're trying to just ride really smooth. Now this bike this morning, when I got on it, first thing I noticed is that the weight feels higher. I don't know if that's just in general or just compared to that bike, or because of I had a full gas tank, you know, this oversized gas tank. But I noticed that it was real tippy feeling a little bit and very twitchy. So as soon as I'm on a little bit of a straight, I'll aim the camera down at the handlebars. Kind of has like, it feels like there's a hinge in the middle. See that right there? I wasn't used to that. So in the corners it felt a little spooky. Now regarding fire roads, gravel roads, dirt road, that kind of stuff, I gotta say I was very impressed with that Royal Enfield last weekend. It was not holding me back, definitely as far as speed. You know, I'm not a super fast rider or aggressive rider, but off-road it was perfectly capable, even with luggage, at the speeds I was going on the roads that we were on. Would I want to do Imogen Pass or Black Bear Pass or how do you say it? Poughkeepsie Gulch or something like that in Colorado? Probably not, just because it's kind of got low ground clearance and it's heavy, so that if it goes over, it's going to be very difficult to pick up. Suspension isn't, you know, super great, but on this kind of stuff, which is, you know, majority of what we ride, that bike is fine. Okay, now let's talk about things like ergonomics and creature comforts. So I hated the stock seat on my Enfield, so I bought a Seat Concept seat, which is the Comfort Tall model, because for one thing, you know, I'm long-legged and I wanted something a little higher. The tall seat definitely put me in a, you know, a higher position, kind of made it more comfortable, but it feels like an aftermarket seat in the way that it doesn't feel like it's, you know, designed with the bike. Like, I don't know how to describe it. I feel like I'm sitting like on top of the bike rather than like part of the bike, but not in the best way. Now on my DR here, I've got a Seat Concept seat, but I like it a lot. I think it's fits this bike a lot better than that tall kind of modified seat on the Himalayan. Of course, I'm only like a couple hours in, but it's just something about it, it feels like it's going to be better. Wonder where we are. Little scenic byway. Pretty creek. I have no fuel gauge, so even though, you know, the Royal Enfield gas gauge, you know, isn't perfect in that you have to understand, you know, when the needle's at half, that it means half level, not half mileage left, you know what I mean? I got nothing, so, and I also haven't really learned what my mileage is yet. I'm gonna have to figure that out based on my odometer, trip odometer. Hopefully over the course of this 3-day ride, I'll start to get an idea of what kind of range I have and what kind of miles per gallon I'm getting. One thing I'm definitely trying to accomplish this weekend is to get a sense of confidence in taking this bike 3,000 miles on the Continental Divide route. I mean, the DR650 is known to be, you know, legendarily reliable. This bike only has 3,000 miles. but because it's 20 years old, I just have this, I don't know, this I have a sense of doubt that I need to get over. But I mean, it seems to, you know, be all together. I had the countershaft retainer mod installed. I did not do the neutral cinder bolt yet because I didn't want to go into the clutch. I may do that after the CDR. But you know, I got fork oil changed and new air filter. The one thing I'm not sure about is I have a feeling it may be running a little rich. So I'm still on the stock carb with the stock needle. The stock needle is not adjustable, so it's still in its stock position. I don't know if my mixture screw might be set a little rich. And why do I say that? Well, one is because I'm getting very low gas mileage, I think. Hope to get a more accurate number after this weekend, but you know, I thought I was getting something like 38, 40, 42. And I know that the sprocket can contribute to some of that, and also how heavy I am on the throttle, obviously. But it seems like before, when I first got this bike, I was getting something like 65 miles to the gallon or 60 miles to the gallon. I may actually order, I guess it's the Pro Cycle kit, which has a needle that has been that has the clip points that you can adjust, and it comes with a couple of selections of main jets, and take that with me on the trip. You know, I'm kind of at higher elevation now, but you know, I guess once we get into Colorado and all that, it might be good to have like some options. And actually, this weekend I may experiment with cranking in the mixture screw, you know, like a quarter turn, just to see you know, how it runs. I think the Pro Cycle kit also comes with a replacement screw that you can adjust by hand. So yeah, maybe I'll just wait and get that kit, put it all in, and then I can adjust it later. At the gas station, I put in, I forgot to look at the exact amount, but it was $15 worth of gas into this. And prices are high right now, and we're in the mountains. So the gas was, I looked, it was $5 and like 35 cents a gallon. Which means I put in, you know, just shy. I guess that was a quail? What was that? I put in just shy of 3 gallons. Okay, and then, like I said, I kind of messed up and I didn't turn the odometer reset. I'll ask him, or I'll figure it out later how far we went. But I think we only went like 90 miles, which would put me at 30 miles to the gallon. And that's super bad. You know, over the course of this weekend, I'll get more data and calculate a little better. Basically, the downside, if there is one, of taking the DR is fuel economy and reliability because of its age, and because I'm the one that pretty much worked on it and I'm not a pro mechanic. And then I guess the downside of taking the Royal Enfield is that it's slow, and if there's times where I want to get on the interstate, that's going to be horrible. And it's just a little underpowered, which may not be that great at certain places. And the weight. It weighs a lot. If I drop it, it's going to be a total pain to pick back up. Or I could get the new Royal Enfield Scrambler. Scram. I could scram up the mountain. Honestly, I keep thinking, like, you know, well, I really like that, what's it called? Husqvarna Norden 901? Or is it Husqvarna? But those are made of unobtainium, apparently. And they're expensive. I also kind of like the idea of the KTM ADV 390. I would like to test ride one. It's 45 horsepower, which is more than this DR650, but I wonder where it hits. I wonder if it has torque, or if that horsepower is all at like high revs. We just went through Martha Sundquist Forest and Harmon Den area, and those are roads that I've been on before, back in the old days when I was dual sporting on this bike, right when I first bought it, like 2005, 2006. So we are now on, I think this road is called 288, Forest Road 288. I don't know what its actual name is. And this road goes up to Buzzards Roost. I've got that marked, so hopefully we will remember to stop there. When I did this before, the way to find it, we didn't have GPS. The way to find it is there was a colored ribbon tied to a branch. This is it. That was just as scary as it always has been. I cannot believe there are people who stand on the edge or sit on the edge and dangle their legs over. Just sitting 4 feet from the edge freaked me out. And I haven't seen the clip yet, of course, but Angelo flew the drone off of Buzzards Roost. That's going to be awesome. I'll go down and see. This road's looking kind of wet. Oh man. That's not so bad. Famous last words. Kind of weird that this one road is so muddy and all the others have been dry. This kind of feels like Hurricane Creek Road. Definitely it, though. When I said this has Hurricane Creek vibes, guess I wasn't kidding. Stop and make sure Edge is good. Yes, he's good. I wonder if this is on the Trans-America Trail. I know Hurricane Creek is an option, and I bet that Harmon's Den stuff is on the trail. So, could be. I'll have to check the tracks later. And why do you die, bike? It's another thing I gotta get fixed. We're hitting about 150 miles so far today. Feeling a little tired, mostly because I woke up at 5 in the morning. Didn't get much sleep. I don't really know why, but I couldn't sleep that well. Just thinking about stuff. I was thinking about, I forgot to set an out of office reply in my email for Monday. Anyway, we haven't even gotten to the end of this where we would turn to go towards kind of Gatlinburg and Parsons Creek or whatever it's called. So we'll probably stop when we get to that decision point, to that turn, and just double check that's our plan. It's been a pretty fun road though. Good day too. Weather's perfect. little break. It's a lot of riding, and we discussed our situation as far as how much further we have still to go. And our plan now is that we have no plan. We're just going to keep riding. There's a tat road that he wants to make sure that we don't miss. So we are definitely going to do that, which will take us, keep us up in the Smoky Mountain National Park. And then we're going to hit 441, and we'll see how far we go. Oh, we're going to take a detour into Maggie Valley just to top off the gas, because I don't think we'll make it all the way around unless we top off. Ugh, back on the pavement. Sort of taking it easy right now. Angelo's back behind me, and I don't want to race off from him. I've never been to this part of the Great Smoky Mountains. Pretty sure Angelo told me that this road is on Sam's tat track. So we are northeast of Robbinsville, pretty sure. Kind of thinking to myself about this fuel mileage, and I think I've only got like 2.5, 3 weeks tops to get everything figured out and sorted, because the truck will be coming to pick up my bike. It's starting to dawn on me that it's gonna happen soon.